Who holds the keys to your trust? You, or those who promise the stars but leave only shadows? In a world where words are masks and trust is a rare gem, knowing who's worthy of it is your superpower. This video is not just words on a screen, it's your pass to a life where you're unbreakable. We'll uncover how to spot those who play on your emotions and how to become unshakable like an ancient Stoic. Ready to take the reins of your destiny? Subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and let's dive into this journey to inner strength. Trust isn't just a feeling, it's your energy, your choice, your currency. Give it to the wrong people and you're left drained, time, strength, and self-belief slipping away. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, said, "Don't waste your soul on what's beyond your control." What is in your control? Who you let into your world? Psychology sounds the alarm. Misplaced trust is like poison, slowly eroding your confidence. Why do we fall for it? We crave connection, believe in honeyed words, or fear the void of solitude. Trust is power, but only if you wield it wisely. Today, you'll learn how to spot those who don't deserve it and build a life where you call the shots. 5 masks of the untrustworthy. First, empty promises, words without foundation. "I'll do it. I've got your back. It'll happen." Sounds enticing, doesn't it? But what follows? Silence. Emptiness. Psychologists call this a disconnect between words and actions, a cognitive dissonance that shatters your faith in others. The Stoics were blunt. "Judge by deeds, not words," Marcus Aurelius advised. If someone scatters promises but takes no steps, they're not a friend, they're a mirage. Real-life proof. Picture this. A colleague swears they'll help with a project, but when the deadline hits, they vanish. You're up all night finishing the work, and they don't even apologize. Sound familiar? That's your first red flag. Words without action are like desert wind. How to protect yourself. Be a watcher. Track small promises. If they fail there, they'll crumble on the big stuff. Ask yourself, can I rely on this person for my goals? If the answer's shaky, step back. Second, playing your heartstrings. Manipulators are puppeteers, tugging at your feelings, guilt, fear, pity, to make you dance to their tune. Research reveals their trick. They use gaslighting or emotional blackmail to make you doubt yourself. "You're too sensitive. I'm only trying to help you. Heard these before." That's not care. It's control. Epictetus, a Stoic sage, said, "It's not events that disturb you, but your view of them." If someone's pulling your emotional strings, pause and ask, what do they want from me? Real-life proof. A friend constantly whines about their struggles, guilting you into solving their problems. You agree, feeling bad, only to realize you've been used. That's not friendship, it's manipulation. How to protect yourself? Build walls. Say, "I see you're struggling, but I can't take this on." Be like granite, solid, unyielding. The Stoics called this the inner citadel. No one enters without your permission. Third, criticism without light. Pointing out flaws is easy. Anyone can spotlight your mistakes, but only the worthy offer a hand to lift you up. Psychology warns, empty criticism is poison to your confidence, making you feel smaller than you are. Seneca said, "Those busy judging others have no time to grow themselves." Real-life proof. Your boss keeps saying, "You're doing it wrong," but offers no guidance. You start doubting yourself when the real issue is their approach. How to protect yourself. Filter the noise. If criticism comes without solutions, it's worthless. Listen to those who offer a path forward, not just a finger pointing at your missteps. They're your allies in growth. Fourth, ego at the universe's center. Some people are black holes, swallowing your time, energy, and attention, giving nothing back. Psychology sees narcissistic traits in them. They live to be the star. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Don't waste energy on those who don't make you better." Real-life proof. You meet someone who talks for hours about their problems but never asks, "How about you?" You feel like a shadow, not a friend. How to protect yourself. Guard your world. Cut time with those who see you as a mirror for their ego. Seek those who share, listen, and grow with you. Fifth, invaders of your fortress. Your boundaries are your castle. If someone storms in without permission, that's disrespect. Psychology stresses. Healthy relationships thrive on mutual respect. Epictetus said, "You can't change others, but you can choose who enters your life." Real-life proof. A friend calls at midnight, demanding attention, ignoring your pleas to respect your schedule. That's not friendship, it's selfishness. How to protect yourself. Set clear boundaries. Say, "I can't talk after 10 p.m. Let's connect during the day." If they keep crossing the line, ask yourself, do they belong in your life? Now that you know who to avoid, it's time to forge your inner strength. Stoicism and psychology are your arsenal to become unbreakable. First step, discipline, your freedom. The Stoics said, discipline is liberty. Control your thoughts, emotions, and actions, and no one can manipulate you. Start small, keep promises to yourself, even when it's tough. Studies show discipline boosts confidence and reduces reliance on others' opinions. Practice. Do one small thing for yourself daily. Running, reading, meditating. These are bricks for your inner fortress. Second step. The power of no. Saying no isn't rude, it's strength. Psychology confirms those who can refuse are less likely to be manipulated. Stoics add, your time is your life. Don't give it to those who don't value it. Practice. Next time someone asks for something that disrupts your plans, say, "I can't do that." No excuses, no guilt. Be like steel. Third step. Awareness, your inner compass. Awareness is seeing your emotions without letting them steer you. Stoics called it the inner observer. Research shows mindful people spot manipulations faster and recover from betrayals quicker. Practice. Spend 5 minutes daily in silence. Watch your thoughts without judging. It's like training your mind to stay sharp. Fourth step. Your circle, your wind in the sails. You're the average of those you surround yourself with. Stoics taught, choose companions who lift you up. Psychology agrees. Your circle shapes your self-esteem, motivation, and success. Practice. Audit your circle. Who inspires you? Who drags you down? Focus on those who share your values and ignite your fire. Fifth step. Pain, your teacher. Life isn't just victories, it's also setbacks. Stoics said pain isn't an enemy, but a mentor. Psychology adds, challenges forge character and teach you who to trust. Practice. When betrayed or disappointed, ask, what's this teaching me? Write it down. It's like alchemy. Turn pain into power. To lock in these lessons, here are 2 real-life stories showing how psychology and Stoicism transform lives. First story, Anna and the Trap of Promises. Anna worked at a company where her boss dangled promotions but always had excuses. She pushed herself, took on extra tasks, but nothing changed. A therapist helped her see the manipulation. Embracing Stoicism, Anna set boundaries, ignored empty promises, and focused on her goals. A year later, she left and started her own business. Now she says, I learned to trust myself, not pretty words. Lesson: don't wait for permission to shine. Trust yourself and act. Second story, Max and the Cost of Friendship. Max trusted a friend who kept borrowing money but never paid it back. When Max finally said no, the friend called him selfish. Turning to Stoicism, Max realized he couldn't change others but could choose who stayed in his life. He cut ties and surrounded himself with respectful people. Today, Max is a coach helping others build boundaries. Lesson: letting go of toxic ties is a step toward freedom. Life is a battlefield, and your trust is a weapon to wield with care. Don't trust those who scatter empty words, manipulate your emotions, criticize without purpose, center only themselves, or trample your boundaries. Become a Stoic. Master your reactions, Build your inner fortress and surround yourself with the worthy. Psychology and Stoicism are your compass and armor in a world where everyone wants a piece of your strength. What to do? Right now. First, list those who drag you down. Plan how to limit their influence. Second, pick one practice from this article. Meditation, discipline, saying no, and start today. Third, share this text with someone who needs a spark. Together, we're stronger. If this text lit a fire in you, subscribe to the channel, hit like, and drop a comment. Who did you stop trusting, and why? Let's build a community of strong, aware people. Go forward to a life where you rule your destiny.